Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, we just need to keep an open mind. As I said in yesterday's video, we have two main scenarios we are following, so we can still get a fifth wave to the upside. Yeah, I explained that quite thoroughly, I think, in yesterday's last video. Or we can dip down in wave 2 and then go. In both scenarios, we are, let's say, bullish as long as the 26,190 level is holding. There are two scenarios which Bitcoin can play out bullishly, okay, and the upside pressure still somewhat seems to be there. So it's not like it's all breaking down. Yeah, yesterday the bears came out already, but it was just a little bit of a sell-off so far. I don't think that this is anymore an ABC. Well, it could be, okay, but it's not clearly impulsive on the way down, so it shouldn't. This would then be a wave 1 of wave C, okay. We'll see. I'll leave it open just to indicate it is a corrective structure that is unfolding here. The idea is that Bitcoin in the first scenario, because we're currently above that support level, is still putting in another high in wave 5 of wave 1, yeah. That means we have a scenario in which a larger degree, wave 2 finished on the 15th of June, wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside, wave 3 to the upside, wave 4 to the downside unfolding now, and a wave 5 to the upside. This is valid as long as 28,550 is holding. Doesn't mean we have to come down that low. It just means that if price breaks below that level, it would break below the 50% Fibonacci retracement, and that is for a wave 4 too deep. At the moment, absolutely still valid, and the tricky thing is, because Bitcoin fulfilled a very high B wave, okay, was not overshooting, but still a high B wave, possible that the C wave will end above the A wave. So if it ends above 29,430, that's still valid. Let's see. I mean, it's tricky, but therefore I highlighted to you the relevant levels, and the mindset needs to be, as long as we're above the level, then we can get one more high. And yeah, it can always turn early, but the level, especially here 28,550, can be used to measure risk, or actually because the other support area is just below it here. This is the support area for the wave 2. The main risk, in my opinion, should be calculated against 26,190, because really only a sustained drop below that level would give me a strong hint that this wave 2 here on the 15th of June never ended. So it is very much possible that we come down to that level, yeah, all the way and bounce. But it doesn't need to come down that low. Yeah. So at the moment, the assumption is larger degree wave 2 finished on the 15th of June. And that's the scenario in which we're moving. Within this scenario, we have two, let's say, short-term scenarios. Yeah. And it's not worth focusing on other scenarios at the moment, because we have been in this range for a while. We are in a range, and we might still be in this range for a little more. So there's no point talking about all the what ifs. We can really only analyze, trade what we have in front of us, and we are in this range, I think. Yes, we can come a little lower, but Bitcoin is very stubborn, okay? And the support levels that were communicated throughout last week are still relevant. So the wave count really hasn't changed, and also the wave count is just, it's sort of playing out, but it takes very long here, this wave 4. Okay, so if we are still in a wave 4, the wave 5 can still reach 32K, or with the latest structure, maybe even a little more. And if we go below 28,550, I would assume that we are already in the wave 2. Yeah, and that we simply would get a deeper C wave here. That this was an A wave, B wave, and the C wave could come down a little lower. Note that even in a wave 2, the price doesn't need to max out the support area. It can literally just touch it. Yeah, it's hard, and it's currently not worth really doing a further micro count here. I mean, I even thought about the idea that this could be a triangle, but it just doesn't lend itself to very attractive triangle wave counting, right? I mean, it always can be, but then I need more waves to prove it, and then it gets really, really long. So a breakout point to the upside would be the B wave top. So we talk here about 31,430. That would indicate we are finally in wave 5. Okay, another attempt. Bitcoin had a few attempts here, but they never produced really good results. Yeah, I mean, is something different possible? Well, just thinking about one more idea I have. One more idea I have is, but again, it all comes down to support. As long as the support holds, we can focus on higher, right? That wave 4 really ended here, and that we would have to find a way to count this as a diagonal, the whole thing. And then we're looking at this A wave up, B wave down, C wave up, like on the Ethereum chart, to get that high formed. But yeah, you know, at the moment, also as explained in yesterday's last video, one more high is still favored at this stage, as long as we are above 28,550, because it can simply reset the wave 4, or maybe the wave 4 still ended here. You know, it is a correction, so you have different possibilities. You need to understand that. But all of that speculation doesn't really matter so much, because as long as we're holding support, the focus can be on higher. I hope that's clear. And I will always give you the support levels along the way. But yeah, a little bit of a U-turn here. Let's see. A breakout point, obviously here, 30,430. And my comments still stand that if we go a little higher, I am going to take a little more profit. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.